You know what I mean?
That's right.
You know, I never done that, man. I don't even know where they come up with that, man. And then the guy's a rat, man. He's been working for the feds for 2 years now. You know what I'm saying? Cooperate. So you can look at my paperwork, man. My paperwork. If I was ratting, it'd be on CNN. You know what I mean?
BMF Immortal, and it's cool. Like sometimes we switch perspectives, so it's from a law enforcement perspective.
Oh wow!
Instead of it being from the, you know, the actual hustler side, of the aspirational side. Just
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. They ain't telling nobody. Because if you're telling, you can't even look forward to going home.
Okay, so 50 Cent blasted Lil Meech and posted video footage and evidence of him allegedly snitching on his security. The security, who ended up taking the fall for everything, said that he was asleep when Lil Meech threw everything in his lap.
Sir, my ID's in my bag.
In the bag?
Yes, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards. They left that in my bag, sir. I did not pack my bag.
Well, we can get that all straightened out after the...
Big Meech has just issued a direct threat toward 50 Cent through a text message, demanding that he immediately stop speaking about his son, or else be ready to face severe repercussions. This alarming message comes right after 50 Cent revealed some shocking video footage, which allegedly shows Lil Meech cooperating with police and placing the blame for his own actions on a former friend. That very same friend is now siding with 50 Cent, insisting that he ended up incarcerated solely because Lil Meech betrayed him to law enforcement. As most of you probably already know, 50 Cent has been taking verbal jabs at the Meech father and son pair for quite some time, and it now appears that Big Meech has reached his breaking point. And let's just say, things could turn extremely messy if 50 decides to keep escalating the situation.
It's not legal. Huh? It's not legal.
What is it?
It's not legal.
It's not legal what?
To have a firearm.
Alright, let's dive into this absolutely insane body camera footage that 50 Cent just made public, which allegedly captures Lil Meech giving up his friend during what appears to be a routine traffic stop. The footage originates from an incident where Lil Meech's companion was taken into custody, and if his account is to be believed, Meech betrayed him by cooperating with the officers on the scene.
Oh. Good, man.
Hey, supercharger right there, guys. That's what y'all found it on. Y'all found it.
09 in the video clip. Both individuals can be seen in police custody, with Lil Meech sitting in the back seat of a police cruiser. At a particular moment, he can clearly be heard asking an officer, "Did you find the other stuff?" And this happens right after the cop mentioned they had located a firearm. What's absolutely wild is that the officer had just stated that simply having the weapon wasn't actually against the law. But Meech's unexpected question prompted the police to initiate another, more thorough search of the vehicle.
Huh? It's not legal.
What is it?
It's not legal.
It's not legal what?
To have a firearm.
I'm talking about the other stuff.
Huh?
The other stuff.
Talking about the other guy?
The other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Now check this out, the same friend who got arrested because of what Lil Meech reportedly told the cops just took to Instagram to publicly expose everything that really went down. The individual, who goes by the nickname 3Luck, posted a whole series of pictures that show him hanging out with Lil Meech, along with that incriminating body cam footage. According to his claims, Meech essentially cooperated with police and shifted the blame for both the firearm and the drugs onto him. In the caption, the man wrote, "This is why I ended up having to serve time in federal prison." This is exactly the kind of shady behavior I despise. Phony dudes like Lil Meech out here pretending to live by a code while doing cowardly things. Continuation from 243 onward, he even took shots at Big Meech, accusing him of raising someone weak, and claimed that Lil Meech forced him to take the blame for both the gun and the drugs while he was literally asleep inside the car. On top of that, he mentioned that 50 Cent is now backing him for revealing Lil Meech to be a backstabber. He also added that Meech apologized and promised to reimburse him, though at the same time,
he was being disloyal to 50. Why were you asking the
cops if they found the gun and the rest of the stuff on me? That's not snitching? The only reason I even stayed around that little pill-popping dude is because I thought Mitra was solid. He's someone I've known for over 2 decades. But turns out he ain't even loyal himself.
He continued, "How?
Are you still running with the same dude who put me in such a terrible situation?" I spent a ton of money on attorneys and paid for 3 separate bonds because of this mess. But you're so caught up trying to help this guy keep his image clean, being loyal to someone who only cared about staying high while I was making sure he stayed protected. And if that wasn't enough, the man revealed he lost his business funds and is now about to miss out on years of his kid's life. All because Lil Meech decided to flip. He even referenced Big Meech's infamous saying and wrote, "These are the same guys who swear death before dishonor, but to them, those are just meaningless words like saying I love you." As for Lil Meech himself, so far, he's remained completely silent about all these accusations. However, you already know who didn't keep quiet. That's right, 50 Cent wasted no time calling out Lil Meech for being what he sees as a snitch. First, 50 posted a screenshot from the Instagram profile of power star Michael Rainey Jr., and in the caption, 50 took a jab at Lil Meech, writing, "I'm proud of you, Michael. I checked out your page, LOL. See what happens when you stay sober and don't spend all your money on Chrome Heart jeans." Just a few hours later, 50 doubled down. He re-uploaded the body cam footage of Lil Meech apparently betraying his friend and added screenshots from the friend's account. The caption read, "Yo, how you gonna throw your piece and your drugs on your homie's lap while he's knocked out asleep? Like, here you go, this year's But 50 still wasn't done. He returned with yet another shady post, this time uploading a scene from the BMF series. And in the caption, he mocked Meech once more, saying, "Pop." First, he got caught at the airport with a piece and started freaking out. Now he's on tape ratting out his homies and 50 really doesn't give a damn, so you already know this is serious. Just to give some background, this whole airport mention refers to a separate, wild piece of footage that also leaked where Lil Meech was detained by TSA after they discovered an unloaded firearm in his luggage. And he didn't even have a valid license for it. But what's truly absurd about that footage is that Meech actually tried to say he wasn't legally an adult, even though he was 23 years old. And to top it off, Meech pulled the "Do you know who I am" card and name-dropped 50 Cent while scrambling to convince Seth that he's famous. As you already know, 50 Cent thrives on chaos like this. It's practically his fuel. And with this newly surfaced footage allegedly showing Lil Meech snitching on his close friend, 50 just received prime material to fuel his notoriously petty Instagram antics. But here's where it takes a serious turn. Lil Meech's father, Big Meech, has officially broken his silence and is now warning 50 Cent to stop targeting his son. After 50 posted several slick jabs about Lil Meech cooperating with police and even went so far as to imply that Big Meech failed in raising him, the elder Meech responded by sharing a series of pictures featuring him with his son. In the caption,
he wrote, "Nothing can stop us. We all the way up."
But it looks like Big Meech isn't just sharing father-son bonding moments online. He may actually be taking steps behind the curtain. After 50 Cent unleashed multiple shots at Lil Meech over the alleged snitching, whispers started floating around that Big Meech personally reached out to one of 50's longtime associates. According to some industry insiders, the message relayed was, "Tell him to stop messing with my son or face the consequences." Now, Big Meech isn't the kind of guy to go online and run his mouth. That's simply not his vibe. But this sudden shift in tone is impossible to overlook, and there's even talk circulating that a few producers associated with the BMF series have exited the project, perhaps as a way to de-escalate tensions before they spiral into real-world conflict. Remember, this entire situation didn't begin with Lil Meech's snitching claims. It actually kicked off earlier this year when Big Meech linked up with Rick Ross. That's what lit the fire under 50. He immediately accused Big Meech of being a government informant, suggesting that he had cooperated in order to get his sentence reduced under the First Step Act. 50 even posted a screenshot of legal documents to support his claim, insinuating that Meech became an informant via his longtime business associate, Timmy Cowens. However, the truth is, nothing in the official court records confirms that Big Meech ever cooperated with authorities. In fact, he served 27 out of the 30 years he was originally sentenced to. The small reduction in his sentence came as a result of updated sentencing laws, not because he turned on anyone. Adding to that, a rare and recently leaked prison interview with Big Meech surfaced, and in it he firmly denied all accusations of snitching, saying if he had ever done something like that, it would have been front-page news everywhere.
Look at my paperwork, man. My paperwork. If I was ratting it to be on CNN, you know what I mean?
You better believe it, my nigga.
Yeah, be on CNN. You got some people insinuate whole Big Meech telling on Mexican Town. Look on Wikipedia. It'll tell you Daniel Correll out of LA, he telling on me. Shit, you know, penitentiary rules is if you do not call a man hot or a rat or a snitch, or that he cooperating with the government without having paperwork to prove it. You know what I'm saying? If not, you get your bitch ass up top, you check in, or your car check you in. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, not supposed to send oh yeah, I think Big Meech hot. No, you don't think that. You show that, or you keep your opinion to yourself.
And this ongoing controversy over who's a snitch and who's not is exactly why fans are so divided about the whole ordeal. On one side, there are those who believe 50 Cent had no right to call Big Meech a rat, especially considering the man served nearly 3 decades behind bars. But on the flip side, others argue that Big Meech linking up with Rick Ross was an act of deep betrayal.